Organization is every LEGO collector's worst nightmare, and today, I'm going to be solving that issue. By the end of this video, I will have a fully functional LEGO storage system with many more cool features for you to see at the end. So I used a lot of bricks for this video, but the good part is pretty much any of these can be substituted for a combination of other bricks. We have a few goals for this build. It should have functional sliding drawers, needs to look good, and it also needs to be modular. To start this build, I'm first going to establish the corners by using these pillar pieces here to build them in. If you don't have these pieces, that's perfectly fine. Possible substitution you could use is these stacks of 5 regular 2x2 bricks, and they have the exact same height, so that'll work too. Next, I'm going to be using these 1x12 Technic brick links and putting them in on 3 of the sides. We will leave one there for the drawer to open up on. The goal of them is just to help achieve the modular aspect of our build that we talked about earlier. If these done, we could go and use regular bricks here to fill up all these holes, but that's just ridiculously expensive and we don't really need to do that. So I'm going to show you another technique to fill these in. We're going to be turning these flat Lego pieces into walls by simply adding one of these to the back side of both corners. And then placing this in the corner we want to fill in. I personally don't have enough bricks of these dimensions, so once again, we're going to use substitution to make similar pieces to this that'll still fit in with the build. I'm going to take this to the side for now and go ahead and start on that new side. I'm going to be using a 6x8 plate and 2 2x6 plates. I'm going to use detailing to stick these two pieces together, so just kind of placing whatever randomness I think really looks good on these plates. Just like so. And you can use whatever you want. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. This is just what I find works. All right, and here's my final work for the first detailing piece. I think it looks pretty good, kind of high tech. And I'm just going to do the other one off camera because it's just going to be the same process. Boom, that's the second one done too. Now we just got to go ahead and stick it onto the sides of our drawer. Now that we have all the casing done for our build, we're going to go ahead and start moving into the sliding aspect of the drawer by placing flat, smooth bricks all down these sides here so that it can slide. As you'll start to pick up on here, the bricks I'm using are just completely random flat bricks. I put 2 sloped pieces here to help give a little bit of a bump for the drawer to slide on track. In the base of your drawer, one of these pieces needs to be slightly longer than all the rest, just because when you're sliding it out, you want to make sure it's just long enough to get caught on these edges here to hold your drawer inside. So now that we have the layout for all the pieces we want to use for the drawers, we have to go ahead and build the sides of it. This isn't anything hard. For this, we're going to use 2x2 bricks because they do actually offer a lot of additional stability. So you just have to build around all this. I like to leave one side open here so that I can leave it for a certain color to be the exit to the drawer. So yeah, just go ahead and fill all that. So there we go. Now we have the sides of our drawer done. I'm just going to go ahead and build the opening now. I like to put a handle there. Sometimes they're a little bit hard to do. If it works for you, it works for you. So now that we have a drawer and a nice handle, we're going to go ahead and set to making sure this drawer slides really well. So what you're going to want to do is flip it over. And once it's flipped over, you're going to want to start putting these pieces, inverted flat bricks, and you're going to want to apply them to the back of one of your floor pieces. Once you get all of those set, just go ahead and reattach this to the rest of the build. Boom, that should ensure an extremely smooth slide. just go ahead and put this back in with the casing we built earlier. Just like so. And boom, your drawer should slide incredibly well after just a few moves to kind of get it sitting in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and start building up the roof of it so that you can kind of cover up your goods. You don't have to do this part. It just looks way better when you do, and well, that's one of the checkpoints we had to complete. We go. Now that we have all the sides of the roof filled in and the top all fully built over, we can go ahead and start adding on any details we actually like. You can pause the video here, or you can keep going and see what happens when you actually have it fully furnished. Here we are, the fully completed version. Looks great for putting your clone minifigures on. I went ahead and I added some furnishing to the handle. I built this back over here so that you can set it against anything and kind of have that fill up the space. Yeah. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.